You feel that something is wrong. You feel that you are, in some fundamental way, broken, that you are an unfinished project, a puzzle with missing pieces, a manuscript in constant need of editing and repair. You look at your own thoughts, your own feelings, and your own history, and you see flaws. You see insecurities, you see the cracks, the chips, and the rough, unpolished edges. And so, you have spent a very long time trying to fix yourself. You have searched for the right system, the right book, the right ideology, the right teacher, and the right words that will finally sand you down, fill in the gaps, and make you whole. You live with a persistent humming background noise that whispers, "You are not yet enough. You are not yet worthy. You are waiting for the day when you are finally done, when you are perfect." You believe that your real life, your true life, will begin only after this great repair is complete. You are exhausted from the labor of it all, the constant self-monitoring, the endless self-correction. Then you look out at the world and you see people who seem to have achieved this perfection. They are seamless, they are plastic, they are polished to a high reflective sheen. Their lives, as presented, appear flawless. Their opinions are perfect, delivered with absolute certainty. Their careers are perfect, their families are perfect. They move with a strange, untroubled confidence, as if they have never once been haunted by a deep, unsettling question in the middle of the night. They seem to have no doubts. They seem to have no inner shadows. You listen to them, and you realize after a time they are not really speaking, they are repeating, they are performing. Their conversations are a well-rehearsed script. They complain about the same small, predictable things. They gossip to feel a momentary false sense of connection and superiority. They are terrified of silence. They chase awards, titles, follow accounts, and the approval of other plastic people. They are building magnificent houses that have no foundations. They are collecting things that have no weight. They are curating a self that does not actually exist. Their world is loud, but it is empty. Their world is shiny, but it is hollow. It is a world of surfaces with no depth. You have stood next to these people. You have sat in rooms with them, at dinners and in meetings. And it is in their presence, only in their presence, that your own sense of brokenness becomes agonizing. You feel imperfect next to them. You feel messy. You feel raw, chaotic, and fundamentally wrong. Their polished plastic surfaces act as cruel mirrors, reflecting back to you every single one of your perceived flaws. Their certainty makes your contemplation look like weakness. Their simplicity makes your complexity look like a disease. This is the great illusion. You are not measuring yourself against reality. You are measuring yourself against a performance. You are comparing your own deep, complex, messy, authentic, and living inner world to their carefully constructed, artificial, and dead outer mask. And so, you have begun to retreat. It was not a conscious decision at first. It was a simple, quiet turning away, an instinctive pull towards stillness, like a plant turning towards a distant sun. You found yourself with less and less to say in their conversations. Their victories no longer interested you. Their dramas no longer held your attention. Their validations began to feel like hollow echoes. The noise of their world, which once just seemed normal, now feels abrasive. It feels like a violation. You stopped playing the game. You stopped needing them to see you. You stopped needing them to approve of you. You stopped needing them to understand you. You no longer feel the compulsion to explain yourself, to justify your quiet, or to defend your path. You let them be wrong about you. Where you once tried to join in, to be part of the crowd, you now find yourself observing. You sit in silence. You walk alone. You have become quiet. Not because you have nothing to say, but because you are no longer interested in speaking their language. You are no longer willing to perform the exhausting ritual of pretending. This retreat is not an escape, it is an arrival. You have started to prefer the company of trees which do not pretend, the company of a good book which speaks from a place of depth, the company of a quiet sky, the company of your own thoughts, even the difficult and imperfect ones, because at least they are real, they are yours. You have become the watcher, the one who stands apart, not above them, not below them, but simply apart. You are the one who has seen the game for what it is, a frantic, exhausting, and ultimately meaningless chase for things that do not last. And you have quietly set your pieces down. You have walked away from the board. This withdrawal, This silence is not a sign of failure. It is not a sign of arrogance. It is an act of profound self-preservation. It is the first sign of your awakening. It is the beginning of your return to what is real. But this return to the real is not without its conflict. The plastic world, the sleeping world, it notices your retreat, it notices your silence, and it does not understand it. Your quiet is unsettling to them. Your refusal to play the game feels like a judgment. Your authenticity, your very presence, is a question they cannot answer. And so the world must find a way to explain you. It must find a label for you to make you safe. This is when they call you broken. This is when they say you are too sensitive. This is when they label you antisocial, depressed, anxious, or lost. You must understand this, and you must understand it completely. This is the most important reframe you will ever make. The label they give you is not a diagnosis of your condition. It is a confession of their limitation. They call you broken because you are not a seamless, machine-made part. You are an organic, living thing. They, who are accustomed only to plastic, see anything natural as a flaw. They call you too sensitive because they have become numb. They have coated their nerves in insulation to avoid feeling the truth of the world. Your aliveness, your ability to feel the hypocrisy, the sadness, and the beauty, it is a terrifying reminder of the aliveness they have sacrificed. They call you anxious or an overthinker because they do not think at all. They repeat, they react. Your depth, your ability to see nuance, to hold paradox, to question the very foundations of the game, this is a chaotic and dangerous force to a mind that desires only simple, prepackaged answers. A two-dimensional consciousness, when it encounters a three-dimensional being, cannot perceive the depth. It can only perceive the shadow that the depth casts. They are not seeing you. They are seeing the shadow you cast on their flat world, and they call that shadow a problem. They must pathologize you. They must call you sick, because if you are not sick, if your path is simply different and deeper, then their path might be shallow. And that is an admission their ego cannot bear. Your brokenness is their only defense. They must fix you so they do not have to question themselves. Your imperfection is the proof they need that their own perfect plastic life is the correct one. So you must stop. You must stop trying to heal yourself to fit their definition of whole. You are not broken, you are simply living. And living is a messy, complex, and imperfect business. Let us discard their false labels. Let us replace them with the truth. Let us look at the very things they call flaws, and let us see them for what they truly are. This leads us to the three great truths of the authentic soul. 1. What they call excessive sensitivity is, in truth, your alignment with life. They have mistaken numbness for strength. They believe that to be strong, one must feel nothing. To be professional, one must be detached. To be successful, one must be hard. This is the philosophy of a corpse. It is plastic. It is dead. You, on the other hand, are alive. And the first and foremost sign of life is receptivity. You feel things. You feel the unsaid words in a room. You feel the energy of a crowd. You feel the subtle hypocrisy. You feel the beauty of a passing cloud. You feel the pain of the world. This is not a weakness. This is your primary instrument of perception. It is your connection to the real. To be sensitive is not to be weak. It is to be available to the truth. The plastic world is shouting at the top of its lungs, and you are the one who is quiet enough to hear the screaming silence underneath. Do not call this a disorder. Call it clarity. 2. What they call anxiety or overthinking is, in truth, your conscious engagement with depth. A shallow puddle is always still. It has no tides, it has no monsters. It reflects the sky perfectly, and it is entirely unthreatening. The sleeping world desires a mind like a shallow puddle. Simple answers, clear-cut rules, good guys and bad guys. Your mind is not a puddle. Your mind is an ocean. It has depth. It has currents. It has unseen ecosystems. It has storms. It has mystery. To have depth means to have complexity. It means to have internal conflict. It means to hold contradictions. It means to see the shades of gray that the simple plastic mind cannot even comprehend. What they call anxiety is often just you. standing at the shore of your own vastness. What they call overthinking is just you actually thinking, diving beneath the surface, while they are content to splash in the shallows. You do not have a disorder, you have consciousness. And consciousness is a wild, terrifying, and magnificent thing. It is not simple, it is not always calm, but it is real. And 3, what they call imperfection or brokenness is, in truth, the evidence of your humanity. Plastic does not grow, it does not heal. It is manufactured once into a perfect and static form. It cannot change, it cannot adapt, it has no story. It is by its very nature dead. The sleeping world has come to worship this static, dead perfection. They want to be the finished statue, the flawless product. You are not a statue. You are a tree. You are a living, organic, and dynamic system. To be alive is to be in a constant state of imperfection. To be alive means to be in process. A living thing is always growing, and to grow is to change. To change is to break old forms. What they call a crack is the evidence that you have endured something. What they call a scar is the proof that you have healed. What they call insecurity or doubt is the sign that you are still exploring, still questioning, still sentient. They want you to be a finished product, displayed neatly on a shelf. But you are a wild living process. You have rough bark, you have twisted branches, you have deep roots, you are messy, and you are real. Their perfection is a sterile, lifeless end. Your imperfection is the very sign and texture of life itself. You are not broken. You are simply unfinished, in the same way that all of life is unfinished. This is your true diagnosis. You are not too sensitive. You are alive. You are not anxious. You are deep. You are not broken. You are human. And now you must understand the cost of accepting this truth. To live by this new, real diagnosis means accepting that you will be lonely. It means you will be fundamentally misunderstood by the plastic world. They will not celebrate your depth. They will be confused by it. They will not honor your sensitivity. They will call it a weakness. They will not admire your authentic imperfection. They will see it as a failure to be fixed. To be real in a world of plastic is to be an alien. They will continue to offer you their plastic rewards. They will offer you titles and hollow praise and invitations to their empty games. And when you quietly decline, when you do not participate in their frantic chase, they will call you arrogant. They will call you strange. They will pity you. Let them. You must be willing to pay the price. And the price for your authenticity is their approval. The price for your depth is their understanding. You must be willing to trade their applause for your own quiet, solid peace. This path is not loud. It is not celebrated. It does not come with trophies. It is a quiet path, a path with few travelers. You will look around seeking recognition for the journey you are on, and you will find none. You will look for someone to confirm that you are doing it right, and you will be met with silence. You must become your own validation, your own anchor, your own source of enough. The deep, abiding comfort of your own presence must become more valuable to you than the noise of 1,000 people who do not and cannot see you. The loneliness of this path is real, but you must understand, this loneliness is cleaner, purer, and far more nourishing than the false, exhausting connection of the crowd. So I am here to give you permission. Permission to be imperfect. Permission to be unfinished. Permission to be the work in progress that is the very definition of life. Permission to have cracks and scars and doubts. Permission to feel things deeply in a world that pays you to feel nothing. Permission to think complex thoughts in a world that demands simple answers. I give you permission to disappoint the plastic world. Permission to disappoint your family, your friends, and your colleagues who wish you would just be normal. Permission to stop fixing yourself to fit their measurements. Permission to abandon the entire project of self-improvement and begin the deeper project of self-discovery. Permission to walk away from the game. Permission to turn your back. Permission to be silent. Permission to stop explaining yourself. Permission to let them be wrong about you. I give you permission to be the real, complex, messy, magnificent, and imperfect thing that you are, which is, in a word, human. Your path is not to become perfect. Your path is to become real, and that is your journey. If this path of returning to the real resonates with you, I invite you to subscribe and turn on notifications so that we may continue this journey together in deeper understanding. Now, let them have their world. Let them have their noise, their sheen, their hollow victories. It is not for you. Your journey is inward. Your journey is quiet. Do not look to their world for your reflection. You will not find it there. Find comfort in your own depth. Find solace in your own sensitivity. Find strength in your own imperfect. You are not a broken machine in need of repair. You are a living mystery unfolding. You are not less than them. You are simply more alive, more aware, more real. Do not look for them to validate you. The validation is the path itself. The validation is the quiet. The validation is the stillness. The validation is the simple, profound peace of finally just being what you are.